Afternoon. I'm Sherman Chow, now broadcasting from home like most of our KHOU news team. We are expecting a press conference from the governor, but first, here are 3 headlines you'll want to know about COVID-19 at this hour. Ground zero for the coronavirus outbreak has lifted its more than 2-month lockdown today, and it was an emotional time. People in Wuhan are traveling freely, but with continued safety precautions. In the U.S., there are nearly 400,000 confirmed cases, with the death toll approaching 13,000. Here in Harris County and Houston, we have 1,820 active cases, 23 deaths, and 303 people have recovered. And the White House is seeking more financial relief for small businesses, asking lawmakers to greenlight an additional $250 billion in emergency aid. Democrats propose adding billions for health care, state and local governments, and food stamps. Meanwhile, the CDC is set to ease back to work guidelines for some who've been exposed to COVID-19 but are asymptomatic. This comes as the White House is looking to restart the nation's economy. Janelle Ford has a preview of what's expected.
Sherman, an announcement about these new guidelines could come as early as today. The CDC is considering easing self-isolation requirements for frontline medical workers who have been exposed to the virus. The way the proposal has been explained is medical workers who have been exposed to COVID-19 without protective equipment but who do not have symptoms can return to work with a mask and twice-a-day temperature checks after 14 days. We've learned this information from a person familiar with what's being considered who described it on the condition of anonymity because the draft had not been finalized. The new policy is aimed at workers in critical jobs, but it also comes as the Trump administration is eyeing what it calls a stabilization in infection rates and looks towards rolling back some of the restrictive social distancing guidelines and restarting the nation's stalled economy. The new move seems to contradict recent data released about how the virus is transmitted and the effectiveness of social distancing. Recent data shows some infections are being spread by people who seem to be healthy. And in a study done by Rice University's Kinder Institute, it's estimated that the stay home, work safe policy in Harris County saved more than 4,500 lives during the first 2 weeks, and projections over a 30 and 60-day period show that number growing exponentially. Doctors warn they are still working to learn how long someone who's been infected can shed the virus.
This is a brand new virus, so we're looking at, we know that 98% of people are not shedding after 14 days, but how long do those other 2% continue to have virus?
Vice President Mike Pence said yesterday the White House is focusing on the point of need for the current situation while also considering future recommendations for the public. Back to you.
Given you already some of the numbers which we are...
This morning, Houston's Public Health Authority revealed 7 of Houston's 11 COVID-19 deaths were African Americans. Dr. David Purse telling Houston City Council that mirrors a trend around the country. Dr. Purse pointing to high rates of diabetes, hypertension, and long-time social disparities.
Here's the consequence of those decades of disparities that are coming to play and impacting people's lives that really should never have occurred.
2 other victims were Latino, 2 others Caucasian. Nearly all of them were 60 or above, and all had underlying health conditions. Harris County deputies and supporters gathered for a prayer vigil for a deputy in critical condition. The sergeant tested positive for COVID-19 before being admitted to the hospital. That prayer vigil was in Humble, with folks practicing social distancing, hoping to lift up the sergeant and other patients. A growing number of nursing homes and assisted living facilities across the Houston area are being impacted by COVID-19. More than a dozen new cases have been reported at a LaPorte Healthcare Center. Our Michelle Choi has more on the outbreak there.
Sherman, 4 days ago, there were only 5 reported cases at this particular senior living facility. As of yesterday, that number has more than quadrupled. Harris County Public Health says 34 residents and employees have now tested positive for COVID-19 at LaPorte Healthcare Center, an assisted living facility in Southeast Harris County. Majority of the center's residents are seniors, who health officials say are at much higher risk for developing complications from the coronavirus. In a previous statement, LaPorte Healthcare Center said its residents who tested positive for the virus had been hospitalized, and employees who tested positive were no longer working at the facility. They also said they had placed a hold on admitting any new residents to focus their attention on current residents and staff members. In that same statement, the center went on to say, in part, quote, "We continue to take precautionary measures. We must also continue visitation restrictions from families, friends, community partners, vendors, and non-essential persons who are not allowed inside the building during this time." Other facilities dealing with the coronavirus outbreak include a nursing home in Texas City, where last week 83 residents and employees at the resort tested positive for COVID-19. Sherman, back to you.
Thank you, Michelle. And right now, the Astros and the City of Houston hosting a donation drive for PPE. They're asking for N95 masks, face shields, and plenty of other items. This is happening from 12 to 3 at Minute Maid Park. You can drop off your donations at the left field entrance on Crawford. Those PPE items will be given to essential city employees, first responders, and healthcare workers. For more about the coronavirus, you can text FACTS to the number on your screen, 713-526-1111, and we'll send you back a link with additional information.